Welcome back to Character Select, where apparently all of that took less than 2 hours, but man, it sure felt like it took longer. Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Are trials always like this with you?
Yes!
Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface? But no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there. Pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judges' chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Ooh.
Hold up, pardon. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up his temper.
I'm assuming that you said that, but your microphone cut out, so I'm hoping it did.
Really?
Yeah, don't worry.
That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least.
Officer Marshall!
I thought I'd come take a look. See at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory.
That hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there, anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge.
Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example.
Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf.
You don't say. Now that just don't beat it. Wow.
Now don't that just beat all.
Yeah, sorry, I can't speak backwards.
Yeah, that's okay.
You don't say. Whatever. I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler.
What?
At the awards ceremony that afternoon. Edgeworth's seen it too, I reckon.
What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken.
Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell.
Ugh, I have a bad feeling about this. So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright?
If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee!
Thanks, Officer Marshall.
I'd like to resume.
What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. What the
he could grind like salt with his teeth.
That's a good way to put it.
Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused, you're doubled over, your back is bent.
It can't be! This can't happen! Wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth?
Well then, I believe it is time we continued on this trial.
That was random.
I hope you had your lunch, Mr. Edgeworth. During our research... Whoops.
It's unacceptable!
Seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself.
Excuse me, knock knock? Oh,
Who's
is this
there?
Meekins? No.
Who the heck is that?
What's with this guy? A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. Who on earth is he?
It's You. What is this? What is this kingly music? You know.
You know what the best part is? This song is called "Swimming Anyone." Oh,
do you want me to do the voice?
You can totally do the voice. Go for it.
What is the voice? What am I doing?
He's like a patrician. He's very congenial. He's very
I don't know what that word means.
Gregarious. All I can think of are fucking $5 words. He's an older guy that is very welcoming. So like, oh, you know, like Santa Claus if he wore a business suit, I guess.
I don't know if I could do.
Just let me know.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter what he sounds like.
Do it. No, it's up to you.
Oh, you already have a voice for it, so...
Alright. Oh! Sorry I'm late, Gee, the roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see, eh, Gee? How you been? Swim much these days?
I couldn't do that. Hello. No, I've been busy. I'm Uji. I thought you just meant edgy.
No, he's Uji the Judge.
Oh.
Busy smizzy, Uji, my boy. You have to make time to relax.
Yes, indeed.
Uji seems to be his nickname for the judge? I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? So you're Righto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Thanks?
Is this Edward's father?
So sorry about our little Worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? Edward's father is dead, don't forget.
Grandfather then. Oh, right, I forgot about that.
You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly! Little Worthy?
It's right. You don't know the district chief of police?
Chief of police?
He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Yeah, that's why he's called chief of police.
Name's Gad, Damon Gad. Pleased to meet you, everyone.
So, what do we owe the pleasure of this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came into this courtroom, hasn't it?
Well, it's Worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. But to think it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. On little Worthy's car, no less. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us.
What's this?
It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Chief, what kind of outfit are you running?
Mr. Edgeworth.
How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now, wait a minute, Worthy. I've no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document, where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there? Miles Edgeworth? That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words.
Wow. This kind of... It's like completely the wrong tone that I was expecting to come out of my own mouth. This kind of major blunder is unlike humans.
Hey, Larry's not in this trial.
The court accepts this... I can't even speak properly anymore. The court accepts this new evidence. Oh god, I broke there too. But I'd like to ask the defense a favour first.
Yes?
Just to be sure. I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife.
The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not.
Could you open it up for me, I wonder?
Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and...
If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore.
Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. Come on, just hurry up and open it. I'm not doing this. Ah, don't scare me like that. I'm the one who's scared. Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. This dark red stain. Blood? Switchblade knife. Found at the crime scene, wrapped in the defendant's muffler. Small tag attached that says SL92. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself.
I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us? About the split between the prosecutors and the police, and this knife.
Sure thing. Not a problem, not even a little one, really. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department, see? What a mess! The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it.
There was a murder at the police department? A detective?
That's hush-hush information, Ajay. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Order.
So, if you remember the intro to this, and for everybody that's watching it on YouTube, I do encourage you to go back. If you watch the intro, you'll see that it shows somebody stabbing, and then it shifts, and it looks like two people that look exactly the same are stabbing in two very different places at the same time. Anyway, we at the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay?
I think we understand the police department's situation. Well, Mr. Wright.
Two detectives killed at the same time in two different places. The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness.
Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand, and not the other case.
But I can't say how here unless there's a connection, evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day at the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. Detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. Scary coincidence, eh? Alright, let's start pressing. Mm-hmm. Excuse me, special? Mm-hmm. Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else.
It's also illegal to carry.
Yep. Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, Righto, but I can't say that now, not that. We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime?
Excuse me. That's quite a mystery.
And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler! Do we have any kind of evidence? Let's take a look at this again. So this says... SL92. But I think I've seen something like this before. Something similar to what's written on this tag. It wasn't that long ago, either.
We do have that memo. What was the memo?
This one? 6-7S.
That's not the same tag.
Is it?
Oh, it's upside down.
It sure the hell is. Wait a second. At last, an honest-to-goodness objection. This knife. This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman.
What do you mean?
An honest-to-goodness, what do you mean, Framudgy? This is great! Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92.
And this is important. Why?
Over here we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim.
What's this? S minus 7S. That's, sorry, 6 minus 7S. 12 over 12. 2?
Your Honor,
You're on.
it's upside down.
Upside?
The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. Goodman. But turn it around and what do you get?
21st of February. Aha! I hate when day appears after month.
Yeah. Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down.
SL9. That's the same thing that's written on the knife's tag. Order. Well, Chief.
Oh, well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Wright-o! I win? What game is this guy playing? Was stolen from the department's evidence room. So now we can say that it was linked. With that. Oh, no, maybe not. My bad. Ah! I got ahead of myself, sorry. Maybe I just need to press. Sorry. How can you say there's no connection? How? Because I'm the chief of police! I can't just say anything I please, Righto. You understand.
Try to understand, Writer.
Well, if you can prove there is a connection, more power to you. Maybe there is something that ties the two murders together. Whatever it is, I better find it and get to the bottom of this. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, so I just presented the wrong evidence. Present... What? Fucking... Nerd. So this knife was stolen? Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say. Was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice! Good show, Little Worthy. It was a murder weapon, as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder, and it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. Maybe I just need to press now? Dang it. Alright. So we know that they're connected now. We just have to figure out how.
And we're not supposed to press on.
The same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Udgy?
I'm at a loss for words.
And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto. I suppose I could help, if you help me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one! This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only.
He's already told us when the victim died. It was already...
I'm willing to bet that we don't...
He just said the police department. Right,
well,
sorry.
Where in the police department?
Yeah. Or where was the other victim stabbed? Because the knife broke.
Maybe. They said it was a murder weapon from a previous case, so that could just be old blood on it.
Yeah, anyway, go ahead.
Which one?
That's what you were saying, that it could be any... Because he could just say the police department.
Well, no, if we ask him where the victim was found, I'm sure he'll be more specific. But think, what do we have right now that ties the two things together?
The knife.
Okay, and the knife is proof of what? Or what is the knife other than just a murder weapon? The little tag, what does that make it?
Evidence. No, not evidence.
Yes, no, that's right. That's right, evidence.
Well, I was going to say chain of evidence. Yeah.
Right, yeah, chain of evidence, sure. So, if that's the case, what's the most important likely place where the victim was found? Just based on that. Where do you keep evidence?
Well, the evidence room.
So, tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. The evidence room? Wait a second. I have heard of that. The evidence room. Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? There's a problem. Right there. There's the connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details.
How did he get the knife?
Well, so the knife ended up in the prosecutor's car, in the prosecutor's office, at the same time that somebody died in the evidence room that the knife was stolen from.
Yeah.
There's something weird going on here. Chief, the defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. Hey, you don't say. Well, out with it, Righto. What's your connection?
Yes, out with it, Mr. Righto.
The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag. And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room.
Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be coincidence.
It's good. You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim of the police department. See, that's the tricksy part. It hasn't been announced yet and all. Can we get the information unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What? Really?
You can't.
Who would have guessed?
Wait, you can't make a conviction. Can't if it's unofficial.
If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Oh, well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh, well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of them. You want to narrow it down to as few people as possible.
Well, that would be the ID number then.
Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. Of course not. You won't tell me their name, after all. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is... 5842189.
Wow, that's quite long.
And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts. You didn't even get the first number right.
5824 something 859. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything?
The ID number of the victim at the police department, 5842189. We have exactly one ID number in our inventory.
Yeah. Oh, that was easy.
That's a problem. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think?
Meaning?
It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean?
Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something? What does it tell you?
Witness.
What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night.
No, it's just... I got confused. And this is news. Huh? Just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do. The police department, the prosecutor's office, 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here.
Oh, is it yours?
No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto! Personnel IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189.
And? This means what, exactly?
Huh?
Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with 82. I've forgotten.
You didn't even get the first number right! Again! The number the chief of police gave us was 5842189. Wait a second, Wright. What does this mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Sharp as a tack, Righto. Sharp as a tack.
But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot.
Yet a Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department, in the evidence room, at the exact same time. That's impossible. So what we're saying is the same person was killed at the same time in a completely different location?
Order. Chief, what does this mean?
No. What I want to know is why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. Now, just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error? Mr. Edgeworth. They're yours. What? How dare! We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news. Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait, aha!
Excuse me, is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir.
You don't mean him! According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me, he said that report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report. Grr! Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged? In any case, this is a serious error. A gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy. But, sir! You could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then I... No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy. What? What was the second rule of evidence law, Well, Mr. Wright? Huh? Oh, well, it's, Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant? Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list.
So, what does this mean?
I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Wright over there. Good job, Wright, my boy. Huh? I was just doing my job. No. No! I can't do a good no voice, sorry. Welp.
It seems we've come to the end of this trial.
I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. What with all those rumors? You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened, if it's the last thing I do. You'd better get results this time, really. You have my profound apologies, sir. Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
Wow. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well. Court is adjourned.
Okay. That ended in an unexpected way. Oh boy.
So it was Edgeworth's fault? What?
So next time on Character Select, We're going to go back to the investigation phase, because now we have to figure out how the fuck somebody died in two places at the same time. And that's going to be interesting. But thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it, and space. This one's twistier than anything else we've done.
Yeah, like, there was 3 trials just for Star, what's her face?
Angel Star.
Yeah, and now there's the chief of police saying that Edgeworth's an idiot.
Which Edgeworth is not happy about.